We're going to install an R1200GS SplashGuard. Here it is. It goes in the front of the engine. This does not come on the Adventure, or the Adventure is just a engine guard on the bottom. SplashGuard protects against the front. This is from BestRest products, by the way. I'm doing this in a series of videos, so I kind of forget. BestRest products LLC out of Washington. R1200GS SplashGuard. Places the front. It protects the front of your engine against damage caused by rocks, road debris, and other items kicked up by the front tire. Protects the fragile plastic alternator cover. The shield has venting holes to ensure adequate cooling. It will fit in conjunction with the BMW engine guard that comes on your bike. You'll need an 8mm open end wrench, 8mm socket, needle nose pliers, and a Torx wrench from your motorcycle toolkit. All pretty standard stuff. Place motorcycle on the center stand so that it's secure and won't tip or fall. And using the Torx wrench from your motorcycle toolkit to remove the 2 screws in the front of your alternator cover. So there's 2 screws in the front where the black plastic is. Place 2 stainless steel clamps over the exhaust crossover tube in front. Pinch the clamps together with your fingers so the holes are as close together as normal spring tension will allow. You can bend a little bit to get that secure. Place a small washer on 2 hex bolts. Place the hex bolts through the 2 upper holes in the splash guard. Use nylon spacers come with it. Use nylon spacers only in the upper position. If you use them near the exhaust pipe, they will melt. Good to know. Use the aluminum spacers in the lower position of the exhaust crossover tube. Bolts shown in the following photos, different thread. Basically tighten it down. Tighten the upper bolts thread into the alternator cover. 4 foot-pounds of torque. Medium strength Loctite on these bolts will allow you to later remove the bolts and remove the chance they will vibrate loose. Also, as it says, as a part of your periodic inspection, make sure that all screws and fittings are secure, tighten or adjust as necessary. So they do say it could possibly vibrate loose, just for safety reasons. Good idea to check that. So let's go ahead and undo the front of the alternator cover. They got to find a good angle for this shot, though. So we got a good view here, I think, of the front cover. Yeah, that's it. Actually, these screws were pretty. I wouldn't say they were insanely loose, but they were fairly loose. I mean, I didn't even have to really hand loosen them that much. I just kind of turned and they came right off. So we got our all clean chemical guys, and we're gonna use a microfiber towel. And again, this stuff is pretty abrasive, so you know, don't let it sit too long, especially on plastic. And you can see it just coming right clean like that. Let's do a little more here. This is going to get a treatment here. There we go. Okay, we'll proceed with loosening these screws up. Do not lose those screws. It's probably dumb to even mention it, but heck, worth mentioning. And we have this bag of tools, a bag of parts, 2 stainless steel clamps, over the exhaust crossover tube, pinch the clamps together, so it's showing them down here. It turned a slight bit, but it's not too loose. Okay. The holes are as close together as normal spring tension will allow, so it's showing them facing actually down here. And it's right before the bend. No, come on. Place a small washer on 2 hex bolts. This is the baggie here that I'm using over here. So we're basically taking these 2 hex bolts that I just built here, and we are putting them into the splash guard. So right here, piecing this here, and then we're putting each one is getting a screw through it. Now I can't see what you guys see, so bear with me here. There we go. I finally found it. this goes through there. Holds for now. And then place the upper nylon spacers on the ends of the bolts and slide the splash guard up into place in front of the alternator cover. So we'll show on this side so you guys can see what we're talking about. Use plastic on the top and metal on the bottom where the exhaust is. So this guy goes in here. On the other side will be the plastic piece, like so. And then put it in where the alternator screws in. The instructions say just lightly thread for now, don't tighten. And then at the bottom we've got this metal fitting. We're going to put it, so we've got the hex bolt, metal goes on the other side of the splash guard down here. Put it through. This goes through the metal piece, this goes through the two bolts. And it did say you can use a wrench to hold these two together. You've got a little washer, or not washer, but a bolt and nut on the other side. We're going to screw these two together. Okay, so we're using the pliers here to bring this guy together. Make sure you squeeze that evenly. Get those as close together as we can. Then thread that through. There we go. And we've got this washer back here, this nut that we can screw on. Just enough to keep it from coming out. Let's do the other side. Keep in mind, I'm only doing both sides here so you guys can get two different views, just in case there's a chance that a plastic bolt on the other side, right through where the alternator screws were. Hang on to those stock alternator screws though, because you might be needing them. Alright, we got our set of pliers again. I'm going to bring this to where it should be. Extra piece here. This is a little bit challenging. Actually, very challenging. I am left-handed. So and maybe this would benefit by removing the engine splash guard. I really don't know. But it does benefit by having a cooled down engine. Alright, got that threaded. Okay, let's see what's next. One thing that I did not do is put a washer behind each of these. So we are going to loosen this up. So all we're doing on this side is we're basically undoing our screw up where we're supposed to put a washer on the back of this thing before we tighten it down. So, okay, now, I'm not sure you guys can see up here or not, but we are going to now proceed with screwing in the top bolts. Alright, that's good. Let's do the other side. I don't know if you guys can see this side. Mine's better. Good. Go to the other side here. I'll go into the top, I guess, for this side then. That's pretty good. It's not moving anywhere. So let's try the other side. So, get the number 6 on the top here. Turn the wheel if you have to get things a little cleaned up here. start that. It's fairly tight. My edge here, just going to grab onto the back of this. Keep that from moving. Yeah, you got to move that freaking wheel. I'm guessing that the BMW techs, if they ever work on my bike, are going to absolutely love dealing with this. I'm sure there's a BMW tech out there right now is going, oh my god. Why, dude? Why? Alright. And we're done. It's not moving one bit. Give it a good motion back and forth there. It's up. So you've got some, I don't know if you can see this in the video or not. You got some clearance here, so everything here is turns just fine. I get the point there about vibrations over time, so I'll definitely be pulling at it before each ride. And then, you know, after a couple weeks, I'll probably pull at it every couple weeks. So this is our BestRest front SplashGuard. It looks pretty, it looks okay, but it looks pretty low tech. You know, it's still allowing some ventilation to go through there. The screws are, I mean, you could definitely look from the side, you can definitely tell it was thrown on aftermarket. I don't think it looks bad, but it definitely does not look like a Touratech accessory or a branded BMW accessory. So, hope you guys enjoyed this this video. Let me know if you have any questions about this. And yeah, maybe it'll inspire you guys to do something like this. Thanks a lot for watching.